What up everybody, today I decided to create my dream inventory. I have a lot of epic skins already, I'm not gonna lie. However, I've got some pieces missing here or there, and I want to give it a 2025 update. So join me as I show and talk about some of my epic collection and add even more of my favorite skins to it. The only pair of gloves I have is a pair of Vice gloves, which is my favorite pair of gloves. However, they are in field tested. I mean, some people are going to be like, why are they in field tested? Should at least be in minimal wear, maybe even factory new. But do you know why they're in field tested? It's because field tested are already about $1,000 and min wear and factory new way more expensive. I don't personally see a ginormous difference making up that much money. Obviously there's a lot of glove missing here on the knuckle and stuff like that. It's because this is one of the worst field tested you could get, but you could have a tiny bit of overpay for a field tested that was really close to min wear. Wouldn't look half this bad. This is not even something I notice when playing the game because I'm not staring at my gloves the whole time. So this is my pair of gloves. Moving on, we have my knife. It has to be the Karambit Fade minimal wear stat track. Once again, a lot of people are going to be like, why do you have a minimal wear knife? Why isn't it factory new? Why is it stat track? That's the less desirable version of the knife. Well, it's because this is one of my first ever knives and it holds a lot of sentimental value to me, and actually in stat track and minimal wear is a really rare condition of this knife. So rare in fact that there are only 24 of them in existence. And if you start to look who owns all of the supply of these things, you may notice a common theme we got going on here. Yes, I collect stat track minimal wear Karambit Fades. I'm not going to get into this too much in this video because I feel like I could dedicate an entire video talking about the journey of acquiring all of these knives and the one or two that I haven't been able to get my hands on thus far. But it has to be the Karambit Fade in minwear stat track, and that is on both teams. Moving on to the Zeus, we have the Dragon Snore, which I think this one's, yeah, it's in really nice low float. We also have the Zeus Olympus, which is also in really nice low float. Which one is my favorite out of these two? I am probably gonna have to say the original right here, the Zeus Olympus. I think the lightning theme matches the Zeus, and I don't have a stat track version of it. So I say we go ahead and acquire a stat track version of it right now because it's only about $40. And here it is, our new stat track factory new Zeus Olympus. It even came with a bunch of stickers on. These stickers aren't even too bad, you know, and a free charm. We'll take it, thank you. We'll stick with the CT side at the moment, so let's go to the USP-S. We have the stat track kill confirmed. This is of course in factory new. I bought this one a while ago and the price of stat track factory news has definitely gone crazy since I bought it. Look at that, $500 for this USP-S. Would I buy it nowadays? Maybe in field tested or minwear. I doubt I'd buy it again in factory new because the price has gone crazy. If we have a look at all of the USP-S skins in the game, I could be tempted by the Prince stream, but I still, maybe all the Orion, that's a cool old school one. But I still think the kill confirmed is the coolest USP-S skin in the game. Moving on to the dual Berettas. I think we have to go with the twin turbo because I accidentally crafted this one very recently. It's the #1 in the world. It's from a pretty old school collection and these are very unique. Have you ever seen anyone use these in game? Probably not. That's why it is our choice of dualies. Moving on to the P250. We have some very cool low float ones, like this Apex Curse that is ridiculously low float. Let's see what P250 skins there are. P250 Franklin, I cannot possibly do that one. That's going to give me PTSD to the max. I like the digital architecture from the Vertigo 2021 collection. I like the nuclear threat as well. You can't go wrong with that one. And all of these, pretty basic, not really to my liking. But I've just remembered about one P250 that I have right here. I think this is the one. So we'll take this one out of storage and we shall rock with it. The iBuyPower is of course on the handle. I may actually have a better, cooler P250 than this. It's gonna be in my storage somewhere, so let's try and find it. So many painful memories. I think these are all cobblestone case souvenirs. I'm still failing to find the specific one that I'm after. Just 80 more storage units to go is fine. Oh, this souvenir P250 Gunsmoke isn't too bad with the NIP LDLC, but still not the one I'm thinking of. This P250 Sand Dune isn't too bad either, but not the one. More cool souvenirs, still can't find it. It's actually quite disgusting how many souvenirs I have in storage. Literally like finding a needle in a haystack. Okay, we got a nice Tech 9 there. And there we go. This is the one I was thinking of. The souvenir Boreal Forest with the Titan 2014 Katowice up here, proudly displayed where we can see it. This is the one I want, and we'll take this Titan Hellraisers Nova while we're at it. Thank you very much. You may notice that I don't even have the Dig up in here equipped, and the CZ is definitely a weird one, but I like it. I like playing with it. It's unusual. People give me flack about it. I don't care too much. And the CZ I have chosen, it's gotta be, of course, the CZ Chalice from the Cobblestone collection, and this one is a Krakow 2017 souvenir edition. Moving on to the MP9. I think it's gotta be the Wild Lily, right? Especially in crazy low flow just like this. This has to be the best looking MP9 in the whole game. Definitely not cheap, however. Browsing all of the MP9 skins, it's obviously the Wild Lily, right? Maybe runner-up is the Bulldozer, but the Wild Lily, it's just too sick. Then moving on to the Auto Shotgun, something I find to be very overpowered in this game. I did not name it this. I got it in a trade and it was already named this, and I haven't removed the name tag, but I believe they named it that because of all the skulls or bones on it. I think this one is a pretty cool one. You don't really see it much, like the radioactive skulls. And if we're having a look at all the other Auto Shotgun skins, Monster Melt, I do have to admit, is pretty dope. And considering it's a really new collection, the price of it is actually fairly reasonable still. But I'm gonna have to go with this one. Just because it's unique, weird, you don't see it much, and it's in nice low flow. In terms of the MP5, I bought this guy when it was the #1 float souvenir. It's a really nice low float. It has unfortunately been knocked down considerably since then. And I think the color schemes with the gold souvenir stickers make it look really nice. Just pops. Moving on to the P90, we have gone for the souvenir Run and Hide. I really like this one. It's in minware, it's not even in factory new, but once again, it's a P90 you do not see much. Classified from the Ancient collection. Moving on to the Mag 7. I made this beautiful Mag 7 in a video not too long ago, and it is the #1 float in the world, and I just had to make it into a Pikachu Mag 7 Bulldozer. That's why it's called the #1 Pika. I love this. I would not trade it for any other Mag 7 skins. There are a lot of good rifles to choose from. I have the #1 Poseidon that we could easily use as our play skin for the M4A4. I have souvenir Eye of Horus. I actually have the #1 Eye of Horus as well. However, my favorite, it has to be the Howl still. It throws me back into those old school days. It's minware, not factory new, but nobody's gonna know the difference if they pick this thing up in game. They're still gonna say, oh my goodness, this is a Howl. Because the Howl is such a rare old school skin, the price of it is ludicrous. So just this in minware is like $4,600. I would love to have this thing in factory new and stat track, but could I justify spending $12,500 on it compared to something I already have, which is $8,000 cheaper? I think I'll just stick with the Howl in minware. Then comes the M4A1S. It's gotta be the souvenir Imminent Danger. Obviously, if it wasn't souvenir, it would be the Imminent Danger anyway. When I bought this thing, there was not a lot of souvenir Imminent Dangers in existence, and it was one of the better floats. I think it was like top 3. Now, it's been knocked down to #8. But how many of these things are there in existence? There's still only 23 in the whole game. And I just really like the skin. It's very busy. It's got a lot going on, but that tends to be my personal preference. Love the design, love the skin, Imminent Danger's the one. And I'm pretty sure I paid less than this. However, this is a category where there are a bunch of dope skins for it. The Knight would be a pretty cool one to rock, especially in Souvenir. The Hot Rod, the Blue Phosphor all look incredible in CS2. Even the Icarus Fell. And we can't forget the Prince Stream, the Vaporwave, and the Welcome to the Jungle. Even the Player 2, actually. I have the world's #1 Player 2 and the Fade. There's so many good skins for the M4A1S to choose from. Moving on to the Scout. I do love the Seekalico from the St. Mark collection. I think it's very cool, very rare. You do not see anybody rock this. Should be a nice low float as well. However, me being me, you guys know there has to be the blood in the water. And this one is the #1 float in the entire world. I actually did not craft this, surprisingly. I probably crafted every other #1 in the top 10. But I ended up buying this one. I think it was for around $1,000 or so. So not too bad for a #1 that I don't think will ever get beaten. And it's got a little crown foil on it as well. Then we go to the AUG. It has to be the Akihabara Accept. Stupidly expensive AUG skin, I know. However, I created this guy as the #1 float in the entire world, and I think it's just rude not to represent it. This thing's worth easily tens of thousands. And then moving on to the AWP choice. Another category where there are so many good choices for this particular skin, but once again, it would be very rude for me not to choose the #1 AWP Dragonlore with a float. 1111111. I haven't decided any kind of sticker combinations yet to put on it. I unboxed this charm as well, and I just thought it kind of fit the theme of it, so I whacked it on there. Hasn't got any special pattern template or anything like that. If you guys have any cool suggestions for stickers that aren't crazy expensive, I'm not gonna like slap 4 Titan Catos on it or 4 Hollow IBPs. I'm not into wasting money that much, but if you got some nice suggestions, leave them down below in the comments. I might just use your cool craft on the #1 Dragonlore. You may also notice that I don't have custom agent skins. A lot of you might be a little bit upset at that. There is a reason for this. And this is just a me thing, by the way. I used to rock custom agent skins in the past, and that meant I was very easily identifiable in game to the enemy team. This came with its disadvantages because I'd often find myself getting targeted just because I was so easily recognizable. Oh, that Sparkles, get him. I find having a little bit more of a low profile in game using these default skins actually helps me perform a little bit better. That might sound strange. That's why I have the defaults. Moving on to the terrorist loadout side. For my starting pistol, I'm currently rocking the Gold Tooth, but once again, this is a category with so many good options. I have this crazy low flow Glock Axia, which is really nice, this kind of glittery effect, but I think for sentimental reasons, we have to use this Glock Fade. My girlfriend clicked the button on a 9% trade up to actually get this thing, so I had to name tag it. Girlfriend 9%ed this, and on top of that, it's a really nice low flow. Super old school Glock, you gotta love it. The Julies, once again, gotta be #1 twin turbos. I think we'll keep the iBuyPower P250 on the terrorist side because it's kind of red, and then we'll leave the Titan P250 for the CT side because it's kind of blue. Moving on, I do actually have a Desert Eagle on the T side, and this Desert Eagle is actually one of my favorites. It's only min wear, and it's not even a mil spec. It's below that in terms of quality, but it's really cool, right? It's one of the best Deagles in the game. I could have like a Deagle Blaze or something like that. I think that's a little overdone, and I actually like seeing some of the newer skins too. So the Desert Eagle Tilted, we're rocking with it. Then the Tech 9. I made a whole ass video about this one single skin. It is a one of one. It is a super rare skin, the iBuyPower Souvenir Tech 9 Red Quartz in factory new. So I'll put that on your screen somewhere as well if you want to check that out and check out all of the history behind this thing. But I don't want to talk about it too much because I've already talked about it a lot. This is definitely my choice of Tech 9. No other options. This one's the winner. Moving on to the Another category with lots of cool choices for it. I like the crime scene, I like the blaze. However, my favorite has to be the Fade. CS2 really helped bring skins like the Fade alive, and apparently I do have it equipped, but I can't find it in my inventory. It's probably in storage somewhere, but it's a souvenir Fade. It looks really cool. Then once again, just like on CT side, we have this auto shotgun. I should probably remove that name tag, and the same MP5 and the same P90. However, we don't have a Mac 10 equipped right now, and I don't think I have an insane Mac 10 to even equip. So what are we going to go for? We could go for a blue gem case hardened. That might be a nice one. However, maybe the Pipsqueak as well, or the Fade. I do also like the Propaganda a lot, and the Discotheque. Ooh, I think we might have to go with the Discotheque. The effect on the Discotheque, really nice. I would love to see that in game. And it looks like we have a nice cheap factory new StatTrak Mac 10 Discotheque on CS Money. So let's grab that one right now. Nice and fast and easy. This is going to be our choice Mac 10. Look how nice it looks. I'm going to enjoy that effect and I'm running around with it in game. The Galil. Once again, loads of great options to choose from. We've got this rainbow spoon. However, we're going to go with the Caution. The Cerebrus, I think, is also a really nice one, but look at this Caution. You don't see it much at all. I think I definitely unboxed this one myself, considering the float of it is not fantastic, a little bit scuffed in places, but it's the Bad News Eagles edition. I loved supporting them when they were at Rio, and so I will rep this proudly. For the AK, we have so many good choices. Currently, I'm rocking the Be the Monster. This is not in any kind of special float. It is in factory new. I think I traded this one up myself. I love this skin. And for the time being, I'm going to keep this one equipped because I just love playing with it in game. It looks so cool. I am a huge fan of the graffiti style. However, if I ever got bored of that, I have a souvenir gold arabesque that I unboxed, which looks incredible as well. And then I also have the #1 float in the world gold arabesque that I traded up to. So those would be my runners up for the AK. We can't forget about the Fire Serpent as well in StatTrak Factory New. But just like many other 2014-ish era skins in StatTrak Factory New, a Fire Serpent is like over $4,000. Don't know whether I can stomach that. I don't think it's worth it, considering the Be the Monster is probably a little bit cooler in my opinion. Moving on to the Scout, you already know, #1 Blood in the Water. Then the Auto Sniper. I think we do have to equip this Titan souvenir one. We got this in a video fairly recently. It was from a very expensive souvenir package, and you don't really see Titan souvenir auto snipers very much, so we're going to be rocking this one for a little while. And for the AWP, we're not actually rocking the #1 Dragon Lore on the terrorist side. We're rocking a Battle Scarred souvenir Desert Hydra black scope. I love this skin. I think it looks better than the factory new white scope version. And the black scope souvenirs, there aren't that many in existence, so this makes this one quite a rare one. I've been thinking of a cool sticker combo I'd like to put on this one as well. I originally thought I'd like a Katowice 2014 Hollow Hellraisers up here on the scope. I think that would be amazing. However, the price of those, it's just too expensive to do it. So if you guys also have any more suggestions for crafts on this bad boy, let me know down below in the comments. And for the terrorist Zeus, we might as well equip the Dragon Snore. We also have our custom little bomb. I don't know whether you can still do this, but back in 2014 or so, I think you could edit the game files and actually put a name tag on the bomb. That brings an end to my loadout. Some insanely expensive skins, some not so expensive skins, and some sentimental skins. It's a whole mixture of everything. If you're thinking about getting your dream loadout, I would recommend trying to find the skins of your dreams on skinsearch.com. It's my website. It helps you find the absolute cheapest price across the whole of the internet for any skin that you're looking for. And if you just want to see what skins are available, Skin Search is also good for that, because we've implemented a whole category section. And if you were looking for a specific rifle or some kind of Nova skin, for example, you can find absolutely everything here, and it displays all of the prices, and you can get your favorite skin at the cheapest price possible. I thought I would have to add a few more skins to my inventory to complete my epic loadout, but I actually only had to buy 2 in the end. I hope everybody enjoyed this loadout video. Here is the cost approximately of all the skins that I'm repping as of 2025. I made a couple of videos many years ago on my previous inventories and how much they were worth. So I'll put them down below in the description if you want to check them out as well for history's sake. What's your dream skin that you would love to add to your loadout? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.